So I'm reviewing the Bosch HBG 632BS1B built-in single oven, which I've received this week from AO.com. As you can see, it's a really nice looking appliance, brushed stainless steel, it's got an LED display, comes supplied with 2 wire racks and a grill tray as standard. You can actually order additional fittings if you want to as well. So the basic controls are all above the handle here. So the on-off button is on the left-hand side. So you can see when you hit that, it brings on the LED display. On the left-hand side are the 4 most basic and probably frequently used settings. So this one here is a 4D hot air, which is essentially the fan oven. This one here is an eco setting, so again a fan oven, but their most economical usage. There's a top and bottom setting, which is used for baking predominantly, I believe. And there's also a grill setting. In addition to those 4 preset heating types, there is a number of speciality settings as well, which if you hit this button here, there's a rotary dial. This silver disc is actually a rotary dial, and you can see as you turn that, it'll take you through the different heating types. So there's a defrost setting and there's a pizza setting as well, which as a fan of pizza, I'm quite pleased about, and then it'll also take you through the 4 main settings that are available in the preset buttons here as well. So really simple to use, very easy. So for the purpose of demonstrating it, I'm going to just use the preset, the 4D hot air, so the fan oven. You can see that the temperature defaults to 160 degrees Celsius, and by using the rotary dial, you can amend that, so 200 Celsius. And then if that's all you need to do, hit the start button, which is on the right hand side, and away you go. A timer kicks in, so it tells you how long things have been in the oven, but that's its most basic setting, basic function if you wanted to use that. There is a timed setting as well, which is really good. So again, if you were to use the 4D hot air and 200 degrees Celsius, there's a timer button here. If you select that and use the rotary dial, it'll allow you to select the cooking time, so it defaults to 30 minutes, so let's just leave it at that. And if you hit start, that will start cooking, and it will cook for 30 minutes. There'll be a timer that goes off at the end of it, but in addition to that, the appliance will actually stop heating and stop cooking, so it runs the risk obviously of burning things, so you obviously get to avoid that, which is really, really useful. I'll stop that. So the start button is a stop button as well. There is also a delay function on it, which I think is a really good option, which means that you could potentially go out, leave something in the oven, and it would actually, you'd select an end time that you wanted it to be ready by, and it could be ready for when you got in. So the way in which that works is you select the function again, so in this case the 4D hot air, select the temperature again, and you still need to set the cooking time obviously. So again, let's say that we need to cook it for 35 minutes, but if you hit the timer button again, it'll ask you to select an end time. So let's say that I'm going out, and whatever I'm cooking I want to be ready at 10:30. If you select that again, it'll tell you what time it's going to finish and the temperature. Hit start, and it indicates to you what time the appliance is actually going to start cooking. So really, really useful, as I say. Good if you wanted to leave something in there in the morning even, and have it ready for when you get home from work. One word of warning, I guess, on that is just to make sure that anything you're going to leave in the oven for a period of time is not going to cause you any harm, with it being out of the refrigerator or freezer. So, but yeah, really, really useful setting to use. There are a couple of other functions as well which I found really good. So there is a rapid heat setting, so which is the one below the timer. So if you select the function and hit the temperature and hit the rapid heat, it's basically a really quick preheat function, which is really, really good. Other things that I found very, very useful is it has a timer which you can use. So you can just use that timer independently. If you were grilling something, if you were cooking something on the hob and wanted to use that timer, it's really, really good. And it's also got beneath the timer a child lock. So the child lock function is, it's not a child lock so that they can't get into the oven, unfortunately, but it means that they can't amend anything on there if you set the child lock. So obviously they can't switch the oven off, or worse, switch it on potentially when no one's around. So again, you know, with children in mind, it's a really good safety feature as well. I've had it for nearly a week. It's really, really good. I think much better than our previous one. The rapid heat function is probably my favourite thing, because waiting for the preheat function to kick in my old oven was a bit frustrating. So yeah, but it's really good. Really happy with it. Okay, thanks.